Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So today is, what is it?
May 9th.
May 9th already.
And yesterday and today has been the hottest. Like, it's like summertime.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And it's nice.
So we have been meaning to do a video on how we price for market, but we've just been overwhelmed with everything because it went from winter to summer. And
everything's growing and we need to plant it.
Like...
Now.
Yeah, now. So now we're getting into our other greenhouses, and we're able to plant in the beds where we have no heat. We just have little heaters that we can put on if need be. But yeah, so you are...
Also, Patty's kind of been down and out for the last couple days due to some injuries.
Yeah, Haley is...
I've been beating her up.
So tell them what you've done to me.
Oh, I just thrown a rock at her head, almost chopped her finger off in the door, dropped a 2x4 on her face.
On my head?
Well, on your head.
You dropped the rock on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. So right now...
This is a bad start to this year.
So this is what we are doing right now. We're just finishing up our corn, sweet corn. We pre-plant. And then we will put them into the rows out in the field later on once they have started. This is just easier. We don't have to worry about, well, we still do have to worry, but not as much about mice and voles and that taking our seed. So what we do is we take our 50 cell tray, and they're nice big cells, put them in there and let them grow, and then we will transplant into the field. So it gives them a good head start. We dome them. As you can see over here, we dome them with the plastic, and then we put this daisy tray over top, and then we will put plants like we take plants like this, or even empty containers that we haven't planted yet but has soil and weight in it, and we put about 3 of these on each one just to keep it down so the little mice and stuff don't have a feast. So this is what we're doing right now. We still have quite a few to do, and then we are going to get on to showing you what and how we price for market. So just bear with us and we will be right back. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a quick explanation of what we charge at the farmers market for different products we have. Our farmers market is all grown by the farmer. We do not resell. We don't like that idea of reselling. If you're reselling from a farmer down the road or whatever at your market, that's fine. We don't like to go to the terminal and you don't know what's on it. We're very strict about that. Anyhow, with our pricing, what we've done in the past 10 years is we go to each farmer and ask, what are you charging for your potted herbs, or what are you charging for your bunches of carrots or whatever? And we all work together and we try to stay around the same. You don't want to undercut anybody, and you don't want to make your price so high that people won't buy from you. Once they know your product and that you have very good, healthy product, they're gonna come back time and time again. So let me just show you what we have. I'm hoping that this will answer any questions. We've had a lot on our pricing. So first of all, our lettuce bowls. Here's the lettuce bowl that you saw us plant a couple weeks ago, and we've been snacking on them. This one here, we use that muslin mix. I don't know how to say it. We put way too much in there, but it still looks nice. The others that we have planted, and they're all coming up. This was just planted a couple days ago. This is the seed we generally use, and this is from William Dam Seeds, and it's just a mix of organic salad leaf types. So this we just sprinkled on, I don't know, say 30 seeds, give or take, and that will fill this bowl up. So a pack of seeds will go a long way. We charge $15 for these salad bowls, and people love them. People buy them like crazy. In this same bowl, we also do herbs, and we put 5 different herbs in. And we charge $24.99. We charge $25 for those herb bowls. So what we do with those is we will take, these aren't quite ready to go yet, but we will take one of our 4-inch parsley, basil, oregano, sage, whatever we want to put in it, or whatever the customer would like if you have special orders. So 5 of those in the bowl, already done for $25. We sell the individual pots for $3 to $3.50. This year I think we are going to up them to $3.50. As you can see, our dill is coming back, and we do that with all of our 4.5-inch potted herbs. Our basil over there is doing fantastic. Everything is healthy. We never ever bring garbage to the market. You don't want to give yourself a bad name. Another thing we do is we do our cucumbers into a 4-inch pot instead of using the 4 cells. But we have, I should have showed this when we were planting, we do 4 seeds in each pot. And we will sell these for, I believe, $2 a pot. What I suggest highly is we put a P on this for pickling cucumber, and we put, for slicer, we would put an S. Just because when they are growing, you are not going to remember. You're not going to remember what kind of cucumber it is if they're not tagged. And what we've done in other times is tagged it with, like, sorry for moving the camera around so much. We've tagged it with like a white tag like this in the pot, but what happens is it gets knocked out, and then you're left with this pot of cucumber that you don't know what to tell the customer it is. And until they start fruiting, you have no idea. So they're $2. Our 4.5-inch herb pots are $3.50. I'm pretty sure they're going to be $3.50 this year. That goes for any herb. Our rhubarb plants sell for $7 a piece, and they sell like crazy. So it's 1 rhubarb plant in a 6-inch pot, $7, and we sell out all the time. Our Highbush Blueberries, again, we plant these into the bare root into a 6-inch pot, and these sell for $15 each. And again, they sell very, very well. And we make sure that these are all healthy when they're brought to market, or when the customer comes here. We will not sell anything that doesn't look nice or isn't healthy. Our tomato hanging baskets, we have sold all of our big ones already. People have been coming to the farm, but they're also buying these smaller ones because they will fill out nicely. And people that know our product know that it's good product. So we sell these hanging baskets for $17, and they're completely loaded with tomatoes when they're fully grown. Actually, they're already starting to flower now, so it won't be long, or they're starting to bud out. Ground cherries is another thing you can do, so, or husk cherry. I think we had a video on planting these. These are starting to come along nicely. If you want to look up husk cherry or ground cherry, you can look it up and see exactly what it is, but people love these, and they produce, one plant produces thousands of fruit. This is in a 6-inch pot as well, but a shallower pot than the black ones, and we sell these for $6 as well. So anything in this 6-inch green or the 6-inch black, we sell for $6 generally. Our strawberry hanging baskets, you can see there's already berries starting to produce on here. These also sell for $17, and they will be loaded with berries as well. And we've been selling a lot of these from the farm so far. Our market starts, sorry Haley, our market starts not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, so the 19th, long weekend actually. And we could bring 40 of these and sell 40 of them at the market. So that's $17. What else can I show you? We will go down to number 3, where I have my potted tomatoes, and take a look at them. Here is a pot that we have a customer every year from BC, and she calls and pre-orders all of her stuff from us when she comes up cottaging. So she ordered her herb bowl, which we do for her each year. She's not picking up until mid-June. So we have oregano and thyme in here. Very, very small right now, but they will really grow by the time she picks up. She loves lots of parsley, so we have 3 parsleys put in there. Her basil plant and her rosemary. And then what we'll do is add a couple of marigolds just to keep the bugs out and give it a little bit of color. And we charge $32, I believe, for this. And it's a big patio pot. So that's something else you can do. Just figure out your soil, your your pot, your hard good, and your plant. And with this customer, she buys a lot from us, so just use your own judgment on that. We don't do these on a regular basis because we don't have the garden center anymore, and they take up a lot of room. So, but we do for her. We love to help her out, and then when she comes to pick it up mid-June, it'll be nice and full. So that's another thing. And our rosemary is looking absolutely fantastic, and it smells delicious in here. All right, and now we are down in number 3, and these are the 6-inch tomato plants that we sell at market. We sell these 6-inch pots. We sell these for $6 each as well. These ones are all Jetstar. Jetstar, like a beefsteak, the meatiest, best tomato you will ever eat. They're so good. High production. So these will grow very tall like any other tomato. So we stake them and start stringing them or tying them. And yeah, so they sell at market for $6 each as well. So we have the Jetstars here. We have about 150 of them. And then we have the cherry tomatoes. So these are Sweet Millions, I think we did in these ones. And people just absolutely love them. We did about 150 of these too. So in total, 300 potted plants, and they sell like crazy at market. And again, be sure to, these have to be watered, but I don't know if you can see that. We mark a C on the pot. We normally use a white paint marker, but we had to use that one. Because when they're growing, you think you're going to remember which is which, and you don't. And just an update on our peppers. They're doing very well. They've grown quite a bit. We have our purple and whites now planted. We planted these a little small, but we needed space. Purple and whites planted in the rest of this bed, like we said we were going to. And then purple and whites in these beds as well. We're just waiting for plastic to be put onto the side beds, and we'll plant the rest of our purple and whites. And then we have, I think it's, I don't know, 1,200 lunchbox peppers that are going to go down to the greenhouses below. So these are the ones that Draven and I planted, and they're doing very well. They're still not ready anyway. So we thought we'd move them down here to number 3, so we have room up in number 1 for our seeding. And now let's take a look over at number 4. We've started planting in that yesterday. And here we are. So Haley and I planted, transplanted our cucumbers. So we have our slicing, which are the Corinto. Great producers. And then we did the Katrina, which are, you know, the small, not pickling, well, we call them pickling when we talk about them, but they are the ones that that you buy in the grocery stores that are in a pack, and they're all the same size. The skin is very tender. They're excellent producers as well, so we have them growing as well. Now what's happened is we have a few that didn't take, so all I'm going to do is plunk a seed down in beside. We're not going to start them. And the seed, when you seed it like that, it'll catch up to the actual plant anyhow. So there's, I don't know, maybe half a dozen that I have to replace. And then in the center bed, we are going to transplant our big greenhouse variety tomatoes. So these are going to be transplanted into that. And yeah, and that's it. So I hope that answers a lot of your questions. I'm going to get into what we charge for cherry tomatoes in containers like pints and all that kind of stuff later on. We're still working on our pricing right now for this year. I'm sure it'll be the same as last year, but I don't want to mislead anybody. So anyhow, thanks for watching, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.